On the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, we celebrate their rights and achievements. 1.3 billion people worldwide have a disability, 1 in every 6 people. Many still face poverty, exclusion, and barriers to food security. Since 2006, most world leaders signed the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, UNCRPD. This convention commits governments to protect the rights of persons with disabilities in all areas of life. But the gap between promises and reality is wide. Many voices remain unheard. To turn commitments into practice, the We Are Able program is working on disability-inclusive food security in 6 African countries: DRC, Burundi, South Sudan, Sudan, Uganda, and Ethiopia.
About We Are Able project, if I compare
Apio Jennifer, Counselor for Persons with Disabilities.
the life of persons with disability, before we were having very many challenges. We were having so many government programs that people with disability are supposed to benefit, but they are ignored simply because the community members only look at disabilities, not the person.
Persons with disabilities are often excluded from everyday life and from spaces where decisions are made.
The main objective for We Are Able, majorly what was found out was that
Taban Richard, We Are Able Coordinator, South Sudan.
persons with disabilities were left out in decision making, were left out in programming, were left out in leadership. So the intention of having We Are Able is to have inclusive programming. So we are looking at inclusion.
We Are Able focuses on strengthening the voices of persons with disabilities on different levels.
We Are Able is trying
Inge Vos, Food Security Specialist, ZOA.
to improve the food security situation of persons with a disability by working on 3 pathways. First of all, through the community mobilization, so working with persons with a disability and their communities. And secondly, also to strengthen civil society organizations and organizations of persons with a disability. And then the third pathway that we use is also a lobby for improved food security with governments at the various levels. And there's also interaction between communities, the OPDs and the policymakers.
Through community training, persons with disabilities are now integrated as active contributors rather than being left out.
Through the We Are Able project,
Munguiko Pascal Blaise, participant We Are Able, DRC.
we were taught how to take care of ourselves in terms of food security. But the real change came through my family. Because they changed their mind about me, I finally have access to the field. I couldn't imagine having access to land, but now I do.
Let me say the capacity building that has been by We Are Able.
Obardo Flavia, participant We Are Able, Uganda.
I will not forget it. It actually makes the entire community to value persons with disability. It's like when I'm there for a meeting, people just fail to give me that slot to talk. So the capacity has been there, the recognition is there, so the inclusivity of persons with disability is there.
Organizations of Persons with Disabilities, OPDs, are local organizations led by persons with disabilities to amplify individual voices.
We have linkages with the local government, with the
Apukonsi, Chair Disability Council, Uganda.
our fellow OPDs under Nudipo, and also those at the sub-county. So through the linkages or collaborations, we are able now to seek for government programs and other opportunities. With the existence of We Are Able, my group has even got the National Special Grant. But before, we had nothing.
Traditionally, the influence of OPDs has been low due to capacity constraints. Now, they're more effective in influencing policies from local government to national legislation.
We have been able to get Nudipu into the National Land Coalition.
Musinguzi Julius, Program Officer Nudipu, Uganda.
As a full member now, the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development have a lot of appreciation for persons with disabilities to have land, and even now as they legislate, they are sure, they have to make sure that persons with disabilities' voice is heard and provided for.
Change happens when not only voices are raised, but also when ears are opened. Public authorities are actively engaging with OPDs to develop laws and practices and set norms for inclusive governance. Alexis Sibomana, Local Government Secretary, Burundi.
The We Are Able project gave awareness sessions to persons with disabilities and local administration. We are proud of it, as we finally figured out that persons with disabilities are able to contribute to the development of both their neighborhood and the country as a whole.
Before We Are Able came, we had
Moses Bayo, Governance Expert, VNG, Uganda.
Very weak disability coordination structures within the public authorities, OPDs and local governments. And now we have stronger disability coordination structures. We've had councils of persons with disabilities that are very strong. They're able to monitor government services, but also services of civil society organizations to make sure that they are disability inclusive.
The program's focus on partnership and collaboration is the key to its long-term success.
What we've learned is if we involve persons with disabilities,
Robert Igalo, We Are Able Coordinator, Uganda.
for example, in all activities, ownership becomes very quick. They will own it, sustain it, and continue with it. Then when we involve policymakers, the public authorities right from the start, even when you leave, the initiatives of sustainability will be key to them.
We Are Able shows disability inclusion works and change is possible. We need your commitment to replicate the lessons learned and scale up impact. Ensure partnerships are inclusive. Support organizations of persons with disabilities. Give persons with disabilities a seat at the decision-making table. Today, on International Day of Persons with Disabilities, we can make commitments. Tomorrow, we can make a change. For the day after, and every day to follow.
I'm able.
I am able.
I am able.
We are able.